Hello, this is Arlene Cohen Miller of Jewel Consultancy, and this week we're going to be focusing on the three keys to effective parenting from the heart, with adding to that appropriate boundaries. Because, of course, when we're working with children, it's not like we are relating with adults, we're relating with children, and it's always important when dealing with children that we need to have age appropriate boundaries as to what's acceptable behavior and what's not, how far we'll go with them, and how far and what's the absolute bottom line when we are dealing with them. So I think it's really important to be clear about what your boundaries are with your children, and maybe continue to review them on a weekly basis so that you are consistent with them. And if you are not the only caretaker or the only one that's working with them in a group, to really partner with the person that you're working with or living with, and so that the boundaries that you set for your children or these children are consistent and loving and clear and reasonable and make sense for and are really beneficial for all concerned. So, what are the three keys that we're going to be focusing on this week that will really help you when you are, parenting your children with heart, or relating with your children, or relating with the children that you work with, or that you are with on a regular basis? And the three keys are active listening, genuine curiosity, and reflecting back. And active listening, what is that? Lots of us think, and if you say I think, that's a clue that maybe we need improvement here. Lots of us think that we really listen to our children, but we have so many distractions. We have cell phones, we have talking on the phone, we have texting, we have TV, we have music. There's so many distractions, plus all of our day-to-day responsibilities, that really move us away from actively listening to our children. And active listening is giving your undivided attention, your complete 110% undivided attention to a child in that moment. Now, of course, you can't do that all the time, but you can always make time every day to have, a special time, and a time when you really give them that undivided attention and really actively 100% listen to them. And that's listening without judgment, without an agenda, without expectations, just genuinely listening to what they have to say. Even if they have misbehaved and they're giving you all kinds of excuses, and you know that they're not telling you the truth, it's important to listen and hold a space of love and allow them to be truly heard. Because when we really hear someone, then we understand them. And when we're in understanding of where they're coming from, then there can't be any judgment, because true understanding and judgment are mutually exclusive. And judgment is all about contraction and fear. The second key is to be genuinely curious, because as our children talk to us and explain things to us, it's helpful to be genuinely curious, to ask them questions from the heart, not from a place of having expectations, or knowing what the answers are going to be, or judging them, or being angry or frustrated with them. Because if you're holding that space, you're not holding presence, and you can't be actively listening and having that sort of communion with them that you're looking for. So you need to clear that before you come and speak with them or have that ongoing communication. So you're just genuinely curious about, what they've shared, and you ask questions, and you have this give and take back and forth, and it's a real heartfelt experience. And another great thing, the last great thing that we can really do to really assist our children and to be more of a place of parenting from the heart, is to reflect back what we've heard. In other words, we tell our children what we've heard them say using their words, not our words, using their words. And this is really can be tricky, because lots of times we think we're using their words, but we're using our interpretation of their words. We want to use their words. Not everything they said, just sort of summarize it gently so that they know that they've been heard. And we can always ask them, if there's anything else you want to share here, there's anything else I missed, so that we can really get a full picture of everything that's going on. And all this is doing is we are establishing rapport with our children, a genuine, heartfelt rapport. And it's really a mutually respectful, loving space that we're holding for them, where we are just really honoring the being that they are while honoring ourselves. So I hope you have fun with this week. And you may notice things within yourselves where you're not holding these three keys, and that's fantastic. Just acknowledge yourself. Wow, look what I was doing. Look at the belief I was having, or the expectation I was having, or how I was really judging my child in that moment, and just sort of review it and go, wow, okay, I really see that, and acknowledge that within myself. And how am I going to do it differently next time? How can I improve upon this? So it's always a process of becoming better at it, and not putting ourselves down because we're not perfect as parents. Because guess what? We're not perfect. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes. And so just acknowledge that, work with the process, have fun, and I really hope that you enjoyed and have some wonderful experiences with your children or the children that you work with or have responsibility for. All the best.